Pokemon Go has gotten boring. It's the same old, same old. It's like, oh, go catch this Pokemon. I already caught him in the actual game, and ooh, it's shiny. And if only there's a game that's similar to Pokemon Go, where it's augmented reality. You're going out and you're catching new and exciting monsters. You don't know what's gonna happen around the corner, and oh yeah, I already played Draconius Go. Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Reluge, and today we're rating all Draconius Go dragons, monsters. They're not all dragons. It's weird, but it's focusing on dragons. So, in case you don't know, Draconius Go is a free-to-play app that is very similar to Pokemon Go, where you're going around and you're capturing... In fact, here's a clip from my video I did a while ago.
I loved what I did for my first video for Pokemon Go. Oh, this is awesome. Very Dillo. Yes. Damn it, the curveballs are driving me insane. I do like the design of their balls, though.
Okay, so you got the gist of that. So, today I'm going to be taking a look at all of their monsters. And yeah, there's spoilers in here to me because I haven't been able to capture all of them. But before I go, or start, I want to thank the Draconius Go Reborn Discord. They provided me with the PNGs of all of the monsters and helped me fill in blanks that other websites couldn't. So, how I'm doing this one, I decided to do their name and their dex number because this is a not really a brand new game, but the concept is new. Not many people's going to know the names. And also, something I noticed with their updates and adding new monsters, they threw them in, like, in the existing order. Like, example, Frogus Berrydillo and, it was Potty, yes, are their starters. But they added Cobwebby, which I think is like a Halloween exclusive, and Goldlick and Evil Drop. They added those after I started playing, and they just snuck them into these positions. In fact, Cobwebby's recent. Like, I just recently started, and number 1 was empty. I'm like, there's a new number 1? So, I kind of don't like that. The only way that it'd be interesting if they added a new evolution of these guys. So, they have their gems, which are like the candies in Pokemon Go, where, like, when you catch them or walk with them, you'll get their gems of their, like, base forms. And then you use those gems to power them up. Just like Pokemon Go. And, yeah, there's evolutions, and you could tell the evolutions by my little arrow that's pointing to the next evolution. Now, too bad I can't, this doesn't fully show the graphics. Oh boy.
Hello.
Hi, and I started recording too.
We know.
Wait, are we still recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Welcome to my channel. Subscribe to his channel too.
That's adorable.
When I first started playing, I really loved the idea of the Berrydillo.
What? People have a woman with a people have a problem with a woman with a power tool. They can come suck my dick.
That sounds fun. But I remember, the first time I played this, I took a screenshot of this, posted it up on a Pokemon Go, chat, and I said, the Sand Slash Alolan, hold on, it's the Sandshrew Alolan form is very weird, because Sun and Moon came out around there. And everybody's like, ooh, that's fake. That's not the Sandshrew. And I'm just like, I know it's from Draconius Go. So anyway, the graphics in the game are pretty good. My biggest complaint, even after all these years, the orbs still are insanely lagged out. It's like you throw it, it hits them, it goes up and opens up, hangs there for a minute, then closes, or sometimes it stays open. But then the monster slowly shrinks up into the ball, and then the ball closes and falls. It's so irritating. I feel like the name for Potty is very,
Toilet humor-ish?
yeah, very inconvenient. I know what they're going for, because it's a cauldron. But it's Potty, Firepaw, Lavian. It's their namings are sometimes
Childish.
weird. I was going to go for weird.
Childish is better.
I know a lot of Pokemon names are, quite on the nose, a little bit too much, Backward Snake. But then they have Earbat. What is up with that name? Like I pointed out in, the bit at the beginning, main thing that I loved about Draconius Go is the new monsters. You've never seen these anywhere before, so it's when you evolve them, it's going to be something completely new. Oh.
It's not like Pokemon where 15 million people play it.
Also, they have this portal gimmick or mechanic where it's you spin it and you get teleported to an alternate dimension, and it has different monsters in it, which Spikeback is one of them. And I really, really love that feature. Just lately it hasn't been around where I live. And I don't know when they introduced the foxes, but there's a lot of different foxes with different colors schemes.
Nothing around here happens that much except child-on-child violence.
Yeah, that's true. But, I really like the different colors of the foxes. Now, you may have noticed the little circle background I have. I forgot what I called it. I think there's an actual term for it. But, I'm using, like, the normal ball and then the super ball. But that's because I'm using them to represent weak is the yellow, strong is the blue, and later on super is going to be the purple. I did that just for fun. Like, look at the snow fox. It's all like blue and white. And then you got the flame fox here, which is red, which I do have in a different position. And all the other foxes are in, like, pretty much the curled position. But that's because the few at the beginning here I actually was able to catch, and I took pictures of their motion. So majority of them, like Axel on there, is going to be different from the in-game picture. They started coming out with interesting designs. Like, I like the Glim and Kobold designs. The fact that they're little rats with candles on them. Especially when you click the Kobold. He takes his little bell on his tail and puts out the flames. And then the flames rekindle. And the Ralphian Mushwolf is also one of my favorites. I don't know, there's something, it's like the mushroom flowing into the bird's head. The way it's done is, it makes it look smooth and natural, and I love it. I love it when you take, like, unnatural stuff and make it look natural. Something in my ear that's bugging me. But then there's some designs that are just weird, like Hellkite. I'm pretty sure that was released during Valentine's Day. But it's got, like, a huge heart for a tail. And then evolves into Hellhole, which then becomes like an archer. And then becomes Heliop, which becomes a weird-ass devil Truby thing. It's creepy. I kind of liked it better as the Hellhole.
Okay. I'm gonna go pee and I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright. And I think each different element, by the way, there's only fire, water, air, grass, and arcane. Arcane is the crystal. But I think each element has like a Cerberus type creature. And I think that is awesome. I love that idea, especially since this is, their heads are little blueberries. Or blackberry? I also don't really like Stumpy and Drought. It's just weird to me. I have not seen Zizzy or Zuzu yet in game. They're also weird. I wish I was playing at the time they released the Pumpkin or Pompkin, because Halloween's my favorite holiday, and I love pumpkins, and orange is my favorite color, and he is just so cool. And yeah, a lot of the recent new monsters are reskins. Like down here, you got this Isley Fish, which is just a reskin of Phoebe here. But then its evolution is a reskin of a monster coming up later. which I find is really odd. While I was compiling this, I had to double check and triple check to make sure that these two are the ones that evolve into each other. And as a disclaimer, I might be wrong on some of these. If I am, please politely let me know. Because I will fix it. And later on, if they do update the game and release some new monsters, I will do like an update video with all the changes and whatnot. I like these. You're gonna find that I like a lot of the arcane monsters because these guys are just so awesome. It's like this guy's so cute. He's got like this little jet he's tossing up in the air, and it becomes a sim crystal. But he is freaking cool.
Chris.
Aw, Bunny.
Yeah, she's all started up.
Hi, Shadow.
Those
Cats.
two booked it out of the room.
The cats have been released.
Only 3. And Darkness went in, so 2.
Now, I'm not one for grass types, but the grass types in this is actually kind of cool. Like the Flowey, Plantic, and Gardrag. Especially the Gardrag. That looks just so beautiful, especially in-game. I haven't seen these two in-game yet, and they're kind of weird. But they're cool. But they're weird. So as you can tell, the Pumpkin and the Frosty use the same model, just reskinned. A part of me says that's a little lazy, but then again, I find it interesting that they turned a snowman into a pumpkin. And they also changed its type too, so some of them I can see. Yeah?
It changed a snowman into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Like a snowboard.
Like a what?
Snowboard.
Oh, like in Minecraft. But isn't that the other way around? Because, yeah, I don't know. Hi, Spaz.
You start out with a pumpkin snowman, and then it turns into a snowman. You can cheer the pumpkin off. I don't know if you know that.
But in a way, I find it to be intriguing. It's just I hope they don't just continuously do that. Like, going forward. Now, the Steam Pal and the Potty are almost similar. And that kind of bugs me. And yeah, I know I'm skipping over the other two because it's a lily pad. What more can you say about that one? Although I do like the Peligard. It's got like little fish inside its mouth. And then it evolves into Coast Guard. Which I just love. It's like he kills the fish and puts it on his head. Anyway. I like the Steam Pal line better than Potty for a lot of different reasons. Main reason is because this is now a furnace, and Iron Guy kind of looks like, I forgot what that one 90s cartoon, the big robot that wanted to be Superman. The Iron Giant. He's just like the Iron Giant. Which is kind of cool.
Because you know what you just described could have been like 15 million shows.
I know. But, Wind Dance disturbs me. It's like doing like a little hula dance, and all the little things on it's like spinning around, and it's so disturbing. And it evolves to Mushtopia, where if you click it, the wind blows up her petal dress, and she holds it down like Marilyn Monroe did. And then the Princey and Earthborn. I think it's Earthborn? Or is it Earthborn? I'm not sure. Those are weird.
Stop!
What?
The camera.
Oh. The Acornling, though. That one evolves into a Hot Bear and then Parabeast. And I like these. I don't know why, but it's like the Parabeast. When I got it, I was just like, huh, I could roll with this one. Krabby and Krabos, they're crabs with crystals on their backs. I do like it when these games come up with a new thing to put on the crab's back. Like Pokemon has Dweeble that has the rock on its back. And Nagapet and Naga, they're okay. The Hipfy though. And then Mick. Woodstock much? The change between the Media Queen and Under Queen are very subtle. Like, you know how, like, Dragonair evolves into Dragonite? It's like a snake that evolves into a big, dopey-looking dragon. This is like a seahorse that evolves into a longer seahorse. But the design is kind of cool. I like the fin on the back. Flamey and Firefly, though, I love how they have, like, a honey pot and a bag, respectfully. I have nowhere to go with that. It's just, I find that to be an interesting design. The less we talk about the Harpy, the better. Because that is supposed to be a ugly woman in general. They made her cute. I don't know what to think about that. Ooh, one of my favorites. The cheap Gobline. Freaking awesome. I freaking love the Gob. I don't know why. And the next one is also very unfortunate naming. Data Chalk. Very close to cock. In fact, every time I look at this, that is what I see. Not mainly because of the name, but because of the creature. That evolves into Data Chum, which, you know, is a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure does look strange to me. And then next we got a sort of Phoenix. It's like another one of those cases where it's like, oh, this looks kind of cool, and then evolves and it's like, oh, it just became cooler. I can't wait to see its final form. Oh, it's like that whole Shuckle meme. But the spooky line, I kind of like that. Not because it's a ghost, but because it looks like a ghost. It's more of like a cosmic coloring to it. Same thing with the Vampiro and the Dracul. For some reason, when people do like the cosmic effect well and make it look like you're looking into like another field of depth, I just find that to be like artistically amazing. And the next couple are just, yeah, not really my cup of tea. Though the Nimblo and the Crispy is alright, I guess. But I have not seen the Dark Angel. Or the other form, which will come up later, because I'm pretty sure those were released during a Valentine's event. I wish I was able to get them because they look kind of cool. They're manta rays. I kind of like manta rays for some reason. I don't know why. Although, let's talk about the naming of the next creature. Advice and then Absolearn. And they look like they could belong on the Dark Crystal. Especially Absolearn. I mean, with the little slug-like legs. That's actually kind of neat. The Infolisk line is also kind of cool. At least they made Basilisk look badass. And I don't know what's up with Gold Grab and Gold Spent. I really don't. I don't know why. That is, I'm pretty sure I got these correct, but I don't know why Gold Grab as a little gnome evolves into Gold Spent, which is a lady. Huh? I'm also assuming it was a St. Patrick's Day thing because they're leprechauns and gold in their name. And they're redheads. The minor, and in fact, this entire page is pretty freaking awesome. I cannot lie. Like, especially the demonic Michael Jackson there. When he attacks you, you've been hit by a smooth criminal. Anyway, Melhor's kind of cool. These guys are quite Digimon-like. I was going to say Pokemon-like, didn't you? But it's like you got a small, almost like circular creature to begin with. And then when they evolve, they become more human-like. And then they just become a big badass. By the way, while I was grabbing pictures from the Bestiary site, I noticed they called the file that they use for Jelly Hat, "That's not a hat." And then Ten's hat was something like, "This is also not a hat." And I forgot what he said about Crystal Hat, but he was like, "Can you guys please get the hat correct?" or something like that. I can't remember exactly. It was so funny when I was thinking it. It was ingenious. I could tell that guy got a little bored naming the files and putting them up. Like I said, I think each element has their own Hydra. And the Fire Hydra is my favorite. Well, of course, it's fire. But this was also the first Hydra I came across. And first of all, Kidra is just adorable. And then Hydra is just freaking awesome. 3 heads, on fire. I don't know how to describe it. But I love it. The next few guys are... They're not bad. I just can't get into it except for Owling. Owling and Owlina are... They look freaking amazing. Probably because they're owls. I don't know what's up with that. I just love owls. But the next guy's weird. You got Baco, who's like a bird of some form, I think. Then evolves to Eleco, which looks more like a monkey or gremlin. And it's holding a leaf umbrella. And it evolves into Sylvan, which looks like a tree demon. I could see the first two going together, but then Sylvan, I want to say I have the wrong picture for that. I really do want to say that. But I don't know. Plumgill and Plumosaur. They're reskinning of two different creatures put into an evolutionary line. It's bizarre to me. But in this case, it's like it's uninspiring. Fantafury and then Fantacora. They're kind of interesting. I haven't seen these guys in the game yet, so I can't really give much information. However, Lagart is a freaking adorable creature. A little fire salamander. It evolves into Chimero. I was surprised when I started seeing the deers all over the place. They were definitely a winter event Pokemon. And it was just really surprising to see a new monster for the first time. And that's what I find interesting about this game. It's like you're walking along and all of a sudden this new monster pops up that you've never seen before, and you're like, "Who the frick are you? I'm gonna catch you!" So yeah, it's like monster teaming mentality 101. If it's new, throw balls at it. I do like Ronolf, though. Especially with those soulless eyes. He's just staring into your soul. Philo is the most adorable thing I have ever seen. You click on it and it rolls up into its little leaf tail and then looks around. And then continues to rock in it. It's so cute. And then evolves into Deo and then Yogi, which... No, I think I have Yogi, but not Deo. Because hatching, I think. Which is weird. Anyway. And then here's another, mushroom dress girl that's a different type. And I think she was a Halloween release. I only say that because of the color scheme. I don't know. It's kind of pointless. I know how I gushed over the pumpkin one, but that's because it actually had some thought put into it. This one, it's like, hey, here's a lady with a big dress. Let's make another color for her. Especially with the gold grab and the gold spent. So now we have this little elf gremlin thing down here, which I'm pretty sure was a Christmas monster. Its hat looks like an ice cream cone. I like it okay. The sea Mayanti? Sea Mayanti. I think it's supposed to be a play on sea monkey. Because it almost looks like a monkey and it's a water type. Like it evolved into the manatee core. Kind of interesting, but quick question. For the next one, we got Spark, Blaze, and Salute. Spark looks like a little kid. A little happy fire kid. And then Blaze is pretty much sexualized. But then Salute looks like, I don't want to say like a normal person, but she's not sexualized. It almost looks like Blaze is older than Salute. I don't know why that is. It's weird. I'm a little disappointed with the Griffon. But mainly because it's a wind type, but it's missing its gigantic, amazing wings. I mean, out of the other, like, griffin type of creatures, this one should have had the big, enormous, like, claw wings. That would have been sweet. But, I do like the troll, though. Although Grendel looks like his crystal hair is, like, weighing him down, and he's like, oh, all this muscle, I can't do a thing about my hair. And then you got Santa, and then Claus, which Claus is he has the repaint of the goldsmith's, like, his repaint, which, and then Goldmarine, it's a repaint of the sheep thing, but it's holding a pot of gold with a shamrock on its head. The foxes are amazing. All their different colors. It's pretty much like a different design for foxes. But but the Goldmarine is dumb. It's like they couldn't come up with any idea for that event, so they're just like, hey, this almost looks like it's holding something. Let's make hold a pot of gold. There we go, new monster for you. And here's a snowflake that evolves into Frost Maiden. We saw its reskin earlier. But the Frost Maiden is, like, beautiful. She's so well done. And we got another one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. And actually, I think this would more fit it because its final form is almost purple. Wooly was kind of cool. It's like a Yeti with a snowboard. Then it evolves into a bigger Yeti with like a. I think it's still a snowboard, but it looks kind of looks like a ski. But then if you want to talk about super sexualized characters. Here we have Rosie into Softail, into Sharptail, which should be called Sextail. I mean, look at it. And then Rosebud. I mean, why did it lose the tail naming scheme? But it's like these guys are literally furry fetishes. Except for Rosie. I really can't. I don't see it in Rosie. I'm sorry if you do, but I just don't. And then we got Cheshire, which is a play on the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, but then it evolves into a Pillow Cat and then Bajan, which kind of drops the whole Wonderland motif, like, right away. and just goes as a tabby cat. And then, like, a tabby cat holding an umbrella type thing. What anime have I seen that in? Like, it's a walking, talking tabby cat that's almost the same color as that, and he's holding an umbrella. And now and then he, like, walks by and makes, like, a, snide remark about what's going on or something like that. Or, like, insults someone, I can't remember. It was definitely a movie we've watched. I can't remember. Like, definitely a recent anime. So anyway, I thought this Needle Hop was going to evolve into a cactus pirate. Because that almost looks like a peg leg. But it also looks like a torch. But then it kind of evolves into a pirate. With the Flebustus. But it's more of a cactus on a chariot. Pick-a-room. They might as well have just thrown the word Rick on there and just called it Pickle Rick. The Mad Lad is a mad lad that evolves into Snail and Twist and then Curly. Which is the only Hydra that has more than 2 forms. Which is quite odd. Especially since it starts off as kind of like a snail creature. And then when it evolves, it's like got little horns coming off the side. Yes, those are horns, not eyes. And then its head splits into 2. And then a third head pops up in the middle and goes, "Hi guys!" And now it has 3 heads. For the next one, you can't see it here because in game, its horns spark, which is cool. And then it kind of evolves into a manticore or not a manticore, but a centaur that has sparking horns. And then you got the Minotaur coming up next, which evolves into a dragon of some form, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's like that's not exactly what you were expecting from the Minotaur, the mini Tartar mini Tartar. These next guys are kind of like legendaries, as you can tell. They're crystals. Have like a little gem thing on the bottom. And they're 1 evolution, and I'm pretty sure you get them from gold eggs only. Those are like really special, like legendary eggs that can only be hatched with the Dragon Mother in the alternate universe. So they're very hard to get. And then Skyla is another one of them. Now, this one is my favorite by far. The Cutie Cat line. Well, it's the Mantikid, which they're both, they're like, aw. And then Tiger Mant, which mine is currently at that stage. And then evolves into Manticore, which is just so amazing and fantastic, and I love it. But it takes forever to get, especially when I don't actually play, like, frequently. But then also the Cutie Hat is also kind of cool. Because that evolves into Cloak, which then evolves into Witch Hand. And yeah, I think that is a play on words with putting Chan at the end for, what was the term for that in Japan? Is it like sister or female friend? I can't remember. But, and then you got a Slinky Dragon It evolves into Garlant, which is kind of cool, and his body's segmented, which I guess makes sense from evolving from a slinky thing. Then you got like a kind of like a satyr thing that evolves into, I think that's supposed to be a keg in its beard.
You've got mail.
Which is really weird. But I kind of want the Amaranth. That is kind of cool. I thought it was going to be a grass. But no, it's water. Which makes sense. Which I kind of want the Berrydillo to evolve into that. I don't mind if they do a reskin of that to give to the Berrydillo. Glimp and then Ignis is cool. Especially Ignis up over there. Keeper's the Light Angel version of the Dark Angel that you saw earlier. I don't know if they were released at the same time or not. Inur and Morgorath, I don't know if these are like supposed to be legendary because they have gem with the little gem bit at the bottom. I'm not sure. Also, these next three, I don't know if I have them correct. You got the Mousy and Plesio. And then Neptune has its own thing. But Neptune and Leviathan looks like they can evolve into each other. But they don't. Because they each have their own gem. It's just that at this point I had very little information. And I went ahead and guessed. Mainly because I didn't want Haunter26 in the Discord to do too much of legwork. But the Cedo and the Dandeliasaur are kind of cool. Dandeliasaur. I like saying that. I don't have King Pete's gem down there. And that's the only mistake I've seen. I'm getting better at putting these together. Kitsune, though, is kind of cool. It's like the other foxes, but smaller. And I love the colors on the rainbow fox. King Pete is supposed to be... He's like the... Oh wait, or did he have a gem? Because he's the special. He's the only one out of all these guys that you pay to obtain. He's like, what, $3-5 in the store? You get him straight up and then a few other things. I can't remember exactly because I haven't bothered to buy it. But he's supposed to be like the pay to win feature of the game. Hunter26 and Snackboy from the Draconius Go Reborn Discord. And I spelled that discard. I would like to give a lot of thanks because Snackboy's the one that, like, I think he's the main moderator of the Discord. And Hunter26 is the one that provided me with the files and the information. Without them, this literally would not have been completed. So, very much thanks to you guys. If you play Draconius Go and you don't know about their Discord, go join the Discord. It's a group of Draconius Go players that are still currently playing it. There's a lot of veterans in there that's been playing it from day one. And it's like, you got any questions, they'll know what you're talking about or needing. That can also help you with certain things. And so that's it of this review. let me know if there's any other Monster Tamer games you want me to cover. If it's games I have not played, I might have to play them in order to like get a full like thought process and review on it. So don't expect me to make a review of the games right away. Currently, I'm almost done with the Digimon. I just gotta play some of the games to get the screenshots because the new games I don't want to get spoiled, and Digimon World 3 and 4 I'm still not finding much on the internet for like decent pictures of the Digimon. So that's I'm gonna have to do like one or two more quickies. So let me know what you think. Click on whichever thumb you think is appropriate for this video. And until next time, go ahead and join my Discord because I'm uploading these PDFs up there.
Subscribe to his channel and comments down below. Who's the best Pokemon?
Design on it.
It's different from in the way.